plays like he's drawn the plan. Kinetic bringing fire like he's leading the band. No matter the game, no matter the sport, we running this pod like it's fourth and short. Press start, lock in, it's game time again. You tune in live to the sideline show with Kinetic and Lights Max. Let's go, the gamer sideline starts now.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Kinetik615. It's time to wake up. We got NFL football, Minnesota Vikings and Cleveland Browns over in England, London, England at I'm not going to say it right, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something like that. But yeah, this is going to be a good one, guys. I'm excited to see the Vikings play. I am a little worried about our offensive line against Cleveland's pass rush. But we'll see what happens. What up, Beats and Treats? How's it going, man? How you doing this morning? Good morning, Sunday morning, man. NFL Sunday. We got Dylan Gabriel making his first NFL start today. J.J. McCarthy's still out, so Carson Wentz is starting today. Our offensive line on the Vikings is depleted. We're without our starting right tackle, without our starting left guard, without our starting center, and without our starting backup, without our backup center. We have our backup left guard, Blake Brandel, playing center today, and then an undrafted free agent that made the team, Joe Huber, starting at left guard. Justin School starting at right tackle in place of Brian O'Neill. I was not a fan of Justin School in the early part of the season when he was filling in for Christian Darrisaw. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about the Cleveland Browns pass rush against this offensive line with Myles Garrett and our guy Mason Graham. Yeah, I'm worried about it. I'm hoping KOC has adjusted the playbook a little bit, the play sheet today to account for it. You know, I run 12 personnel literally all game. If it were me, keep Hawkinson in, keep Josh Oliver in. I already have a penalty. Yeah, it's got to be a lot of quick game. It's got to be a lot of jumbo. Use the tight ends to chip block. But it's got to be a lot of quick. And I'll be honest, man, that's been one of my biggest criticisms for the Vikings this season is KOC. He likes those deep routes, those complicated route patterns and trees. And he needs to – my biggest criticism for him with JJ's first couple games was that he didn't give him any short slants, any drags, any out routes. He gave him a couple, but they were few and far between. Here we go. Gabriel in his first down as an NFL quarterback in shotgun. Hands it off. Quinshon Judkins starting at running back for the Browns. Gains 4 on the first run. Yeah, it's got to be very quick, got to be very simple, and got to help out the offensive line. Wow. Isaiah Bond is in the starting lineup as a wide receiver, undrafted wide receiver out of Texas. Starting at wide receiver. Now we got a flag. What's going on? We got a flag, and they still snap the ball, hand it to Judkins up the middle. Much as I don't want to admit it, I got Quinshon Judkins on my fantasy team. I was able to get him for nothing because no one drafted him. No one signed him because he didn't have his contract. Thanks. Shout out to my guy Keegan for the tip to sign him a few weeks ago. And now he's in my starting lineup this week. So I do hope Judkins, former Buckeye, unfortunately, does get some yards today. Minnesota's run defense has not been great. That's something we need to shore up. All right, 2nd and 16, Gabriel in shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 in motion. Slot receivers in motion. Orbit. Fakes the backfield pass. Spins around. Hits the wide receiver coming on the inside route. And did he get the first down? Not sure if he did. They did not get the first down. It's 3rd and 3. There we see our guy Josh Metellus, Wolverine. Number 44 plays everywhere in this Brian Flores defense. Gabriel under center, play action, passes over the middle, and incomplete. Just completely overthrew, I think, Judy. Oh, no, Isaiah Bond. Okay, number 16 is Isaiah Bond. Yeah, I like Isaiah Bond. I got to admit, Quinshon Judkins is good. I like Dylan Sampson. Harold Fannin, the tight end, is good, but they're all rookies. Dylan Gabriel, I don't hate him. But they're not good right now. All right, we got Cleveland's punt team going out there. Minnesota's got Miles Price, undrafted free agent wide receiver, back to return the kick. Fair catch. All right, let's see what KOC can draw up here. So I'm torn on this. Like the expectation is that JJ might be able to come back 2 weeks from now, because next week we've got a bye, and then the week after that he potentially could come back. Man, I don't know if I want him to, because you'd be coming back to play against the Eagles, and a high ankle sprain generally doesn't heal completely. I'd almost want to give him another week rest minimum. Here we go. Jordan Mason. Nice run to the right. There we go. Justin Jefferson lining up in the slot. That's interesting. Hands it off to Mason. Runs up the middle on a blitz. First down. Man, I like Jordan Mason, bro. I like Jordan Mason. Our guy Mason Graham on the defensive line there. Devin Bush is starting. It's good. Adam Thielen in motion. Wentz looks left. Fires to Hawkinson on a short little dump off. Was that 9 yards by Hawkinson? Yeah, no, I like the game plan so far. Run it, pound it, short routes. We got jumbo sets in there, motion. I'm good with this. But you see right there on that play, man, there was pressure. If that had been a drop, a 5-step, 7-step drop back, that would have been a pressure. See, we got 2 tight ends out there right now, Hawkinson and Oliver. Run that all game as far as I'm concerned. Wentz under center now. Receiver motion into the backfield. Dumps off to Jefferson. Jefferson makes a guy miss. Nice little pitch and catch there. Was not expecting Justin Jefferson to motion into running back. Was not expecting that. This is the KOC I like to see. Can we please get this type of play calling for JJ McCarthy when he comes back? You might be a little bit ahead of me. Yeah, I think you're a little bit ahead of me. That should have been a PI. Bro, he reached back and grabbed Jefferson's jersey as he was trying to go up for put his arms up. Come on now. All right, we got Naylor in motion. Hands it off. Fumble on the play. Looks like turnover, Browns ball. Yep, they punched that out clean. Yeah, that was a good turnover by the Browns. I can't be mad at it. Not the way we were hoping to start it, but the play calling looked good. Play calling looked good. Fumble didn't look good at all. All right, so a bit of a shaky start. I mean, the Browns had a 3-and-out. Minnesota had a decent little drive until the fumble happened, but hopefully we can clean that up. So beats and treats. You got a game that you're looking forward to today, or just enjoying football in general? There's that guy Mason Graham getting a little bit of camera, getting the shot on the camera there. Nice run by Quinshawn Judkins. I guess I should pull up my fantasy thing so I can watch that in real time too, huh? Judkins with another nice run up the middle. Yeah, unfortunately, our run defense is pretty soft this year. Nice defense by Byron Murphy there. That was nice defense. Dude set the edge pretty well. Stopped Judkins from cutting outside. Fourth and 1. They're going to go for it. Yep, they're going to go for it. Gabriel under center, got 3 guys in the backfield, hands it off. Judkins gets the first down. Hands the ball off. Run up the middle. It's going to be first. Is it? No, not first and goal. It's going to be second and goal. Yeah. Gabriel under center now. Judkins in the backfield. Nice little play action pass to Fannin for a touchdown. Browns up. Likely 7-0. All right, so not the way I wanted the game to start. Vikings down 7. Hoping the game gets better here. Let's take a look at. I'm gonna take a look over on X, see what people are saying. Purple FTW podcast. The Vikings up against one of the best defenses in the NFL. With the day shift of Menards on the offensive line, it's going to dictate his mood for the next 2 weeks. That's great. All right, come on. We got to get something here. Miles Price with a decent little return there. All right, so my thoughts on yesterday. Okay. My thoughts are working under a couple different assumptions. So I want to be clear that I could be wrong on this. But without knowing the inner workings and what's being said behind closed doors and being on the headset during a game, it seems like Sharon Moore is doing more of the limiting of Chip Lindsey again. A little bit less than he was the first 2 weeks, but it felt like Chip Lindsey was being a little bit throttled yesterday in the start of the game. I love Sharon Moore. I think he's the guy. I think he can be a really good coach. But I feel like the last mental hurdle for him on his path to becoming a great coach is that he has got to understand that his role is not as the offensive coordinator anymore, and it's not even as the play caller. Manage the game, manage the timeouts, do the things that you need to do as a head coach. You know, if you want to veto a play on a specific situation where you feel really strongly like, man, on this play, on this down, I really want to run to the right, fine. But outside of that, occasionally, let the offensive coordinator call the plays. You brought him in for a reason. You brought him in to open up the offense for Bryce. Let him do his job. Just like you let Wink do his job. I'm pretty sure Sharon's not vetoing Wink on the defensive play calls. Let Chip Lindsey do his job. Outside of that, I'm pretty positive about what we saw. I think that Bryce, he's a true freshman. And even if he's only 25% of a true freshman compared to other true freshman quarterbacks that would start year one, he's still going to make mistakes. Some of those mistakes are going to be, falling on the fumble instead of trying to scoop it up with that down and distance. Learning it to be able to and when to layer the ball with a little more touch, a little less strength. But Bryce is so far ahead of where he reasonably should be as a true freshman. There we go. Nice out route catch by Justin Jefferson. But I like what I'm seeing from Bryce. I love what I'm seeing from Justice Haynes. I'm confident in what I'm seeing from Jordan Marshall. I like the fact that it feels like, I mentioned this yesterday on the watch along. In the past, when we've had Corum and Edwards and Mullings and Haskins and, you name them, it always felt like we were rotating the backs simply to share touches, to share snap counts, to share the load. Yesterday, it felt like we were rotating the running backs with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. Wide receivers, bro, the drops have got to stop. Like, you are literally there to catch the ball. That is your job. That is your role. I don't care how good you can run a route if you can't catch the ball. Like, catch the ball. Work on running the routes later. Catch the damn ball. I don't know, dude. Andrew Marsh, as far as I'm concerned, is wide receiver 2. And even really it's kind of like wide receiver 1B, because in some ways he's a better receiver, I think, than McCulley. I think they fill two completely different roles at receiver. So, like, 1A, 1B, McCulley, and Marsh. And as far as I'm concerned, for that third starting wide receiver spot, I want to see them just rotating. Simpson, Bell, who else we got? I'm mind blanking here. There's four guys. Whoever. Help me out here because I'm mind blanking on the other two receivers. But just rotate them guys. Like let one of them show you why that job is theirs. Let them take the job. But we got to find something. We cannot keep dropping passes. Like Samaj Morgan needs to be doing straight jugs all practice long. Browder, there we go, and there's another one. But like straight just jugs machine all fucking week. Like stop dropping passes, dude. But offensive line looked decent. Sprague, what was up with that game? I need to see a bounce back from Sprague next week because he was getting beat when he shouldn't have been. And it looked like just mental errors. On the defense, love Jayshawn Barham at edge. Defensive tackles, not been as great as I had thought they would be coming into the season. Defensive ends, Derek Moore, I think showed out. I want to see more from TJ Guy. I'm wondering how much his role is being diminished by the move of Jayshawn Barham. But the linebackers look good. Houseman got cooked a couple times, which was weird because you normally don't see that happen to him. Oh, shoot, we got Xavier Scott in. I like him. He's a third-string running back. I like him, Xavier Scott. But Rolder and Sullivan look good. Nice throw to Jalen Naylor. Okay, I see you, Carson. DBs, yeah, man. Having Rod Moore back is huge. He is the quarterback on the defense. With Mikey gone, he is that guy. Just being able to communicate, direct traffic, and then just diagnose what play is developing in front of him and move to get into the right situation. It's invaluable. I love watching Brandon Hillman play. What are we doing? Is that Wildcat? Cam Akers, Wildcat touchdown pass from Cam Akers to Josh Oliver. What? I didn't even know KOC had Wildcat in the playbook. What? What? I noticed that too because I was like, "Are we in Wildcat?" You heard me say that before. What? I was like, "What? Why we're in Wildcat?" Hey, I'll take it though. Let's go. I'll take it. Listen, the Cam Akers Vikings story is the weirdest fucking thing. He was a Viking, and the last 3 years we have not re-signed him. Not counting this year, the previous 2 years, he gets signed by another team, and then we end up trading a 5th-round pick for him. Both of the last previous years. This year, we didn't re-sign him again, and I guess he got cut after preseason, and we signed him again when Aaron Jones gets hurt. So we have reacquired Cam Akers every season for the last 3 seasons, and it was all apparently leading up to us introducing Wildcat into the offense. Hey, shout out to KOC. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Brandon Hillman, man. I love Brandon Hillman. I love watching him play. Probably one of my favorite players to watch, him and Jayshawn Barham. Corners, I think Jair Hill and Zeke Berry played well yesterday. I think Zeke Berry was out of position a couple times, but overall was good. And of course, Earls and Sanders getting some playing time was good. Did Dotson get in the game at all yesterday? I didn't see him. Yeah, I didn't see Dotson get in, but I like Dotson so far this season. I think Jaden Mangum made a play or two yesterday, which was cool. Um, yeah, Jaden Mangum made a play or two. But yeah, I mean overall I like it, man. I think fans criticize Wink too much. Uh, and maybe I'm a little biased because I've been a huge Wink fan since 2010. I love his Amoeba defense. So maybe I'm a little biased, but I think fans criticize him too much. You got to understand sometimes you blitz early to set up plays later in the game to get in the opponent's head to, like Wink knows what he's doing, dude. I think people are way too critical on Wink. Sometimes you play call with plays that you know are not necessarily likely to work right now, but it sets up something later. It sets the tone, and I think Wink does that a lot. He's able to sort of bait offenses into going a certain direction and then adjust on them, and I like that. That Wildcat play, man. My fantasy team is loving how much they're running Judkins up the middle. Let's see what he's got in fantasy right now. Got 5 points in fantasy for me right now. Third and 4 for Cleveland. Gabriel in shotgun, 4 receivers. Drops back to throw, fires left, connects, and looks like a first down. Looks like he reached across. Yep, first down Browns. All right, we got Gabriel under center. They just motioned a guy into fullback. They're in I formation now with 1 receiver. Jumbo set on the offensive line. Judkins runs up in the middle, cuts left outside, and looks like he's going to get a touchdown. Nope, there's a flag. Touchdown Judkins, flag pending. Holding on the offense. Holding on the offense, 2 different instances of it. So it's going to call that touchdown back. Oh, yeah. And that was the hold, that holding on Ivan Pace, and that was the hold that sprung the run. So, yeah, that's got to come back. That one's got to come back. As much as my fantasy team would have liked that score, that one's got to come back. Gabriel in shotgun, play action. Fires right, tipped at the line. Jalen Redmond, former XFL, USFL player. He saw the pass, reached up, got a fingertip on it, knocked the trajectory of the pass down into the ground. Good play, Jalen Redmond. 2nd and 20, Cleveland Browns. Gabriel in shotgun. Is it an empty backfield? I don't like those new hats. No, it's not an empty backfield. He's got it back there. Isaiah Bond in motion across to the right side. Under pressure, fires left. Dump off. Harold Fannin with the catch. And gets a couple on it. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. I'm still tripping over that Wildcat touchdown pass. I didn't even know KOC had a Wildcat formation in the playbook. That's wild. No pun intended. That's great. I am a KOC fan, man. I've got criticisms of his play calling so far to this point in the season, but shout out to Declan Goff from Purple Daily. Congrats on his first kid. Already got him decked out. Only a week or two old. Already got the kid decked out in Vikings gear. Shout out to Declan, man. He had me on Vikings vent line with Purple Daily once. Yeah, right. Like at this point, just keep Cam Akers on the roster. Like, just keep him on the roster. Oh yeah, that made my day. Wonder what's going on with Jordan Addison, man. He hasn't played a single snap in the first quarter. Apparently, it's a coaching decision. There's no injury, according to Dave Mizutani and Kevin Seifert. There's no injury, and Dave said, or Dane Mizutani. I said Dave. Dane Mizutani. Excuse me. On X says that he is catching passes on the sideline with his helmet on, so we can only presume that he will get into the game. But I wonder why they kept him out for the first quarter. All right, we got 3rd and 15 for the Browns. Gabriel in shotgun. And a false start. Yep, false start on the Browns. KOC's face talking about that Wildcat play. Already got a flag on the snap. Completed pass over the middle. Illegal formation, Browns. Penalties declined. It's going to be 4th down. So I guess our gadget player is for Wildcat and stuff is Cam Akers. That's interesting. The Browns out to punt. Punt is up. Miles Price back to catch it. No, lets it lets it bounce out of bounds. All right, Vikings taking the field again. Offense taking the field. Carson Wentz. Let's get a lead. Let's take a look at X again. Yeah, so Jordan Addison's apparently heading onto the field. So it was a 1-quarter benching, a coach's decision. I wonder, man, I don't know that we'll ever find out what that was, but I'm curious now what Jordan Addison did to get benched for the first quarter. Let's see. Vikings Twitter is something else, man. Going crazy with over that Wildcat touchdown. I mean, I can't blame them. I'm still kind of giddy from seeing that, dude. Like I said, I didn't even know KOC had Wildcat in the formation. Like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, I gotta say I kind of agree with Purple Rain Vikings on Twitter. He said it is the coaching decision. If the coaching decision is true because Jordan Addison messed up again, I'm getting tired of it and should probably consider moving on. I've said this for a while. I think that Jordan Addison is insanely talented. I don't see us. I don't see us re-signing him. He makes too many bonehead decisions that affect the team, and apparently it hasn't changed. Jalen Naylor on the nice little jet touch pass or reverse. I didn't see how that handoff went, but nice little reverse play there. All right, looks like it was a reverse. There's a reason that Jalen Naylor's nickname with the team is Speedy. Speedy Naylor. Jordan Mason runs left only a yard or so on the game. Former Wolverine Devin Bush with tackle on Jordan Mason there. We got Jefferson and Addison in for this play. 2nd and 9. Hawkinson in motion. Wentz looking to throw. Dumps it off to Mason. Gets back to the line, maybe one. Yeah. Jalen Naylor, listen, I'll give him a little bit of respect. Former Michigan State Spartan. He's been a very solid wide receiver 3. He's another one I don't think we'll end up re-signing because I think he'll get an opportunity with some team to be a wide receiver 2. If we can keep him, that would be great, but I don't see it. Winston shotgun. 4 receivers. Fires underneath to Hawkinson. A little bit of PI there. Did they call it? Looks like they did call it. Oh, wait, it wasn't PI. What was that? Illegal contact. Illegal contact. That's a penalty I'm not super familiar with. What's the rule on that? Do you know? If you know, put it in the comments because that's one I'm not super familiar with. Wentz under center, pitches it. Xavier Scott runs right. Nice gain. Like an 8 or 9 yard gain there by Xavier Scott. Listen, I am a fan of Xavier Scott, man. This kid was a wide receiver, I think, at like UMass, and got to the NFL undrafted, moved to running back, spent a couple years on the practice squad, earned his spot on the team. And he's just dynamic, man. He can run, he can catch, he can play running back, he can move into the slot. I like Xavier Scott. I'm a fan. I like him as a running back 3. All right, we got Wentz under center, 2 tight ends, Jordan Mason at tailback. We got Addison in motion, play action. Wentz steps up, fires over the middle, too high to Jefferson, incomplete. Third and 1, Vikings. What are we going to do here? I know KFC wants to pass. Pitches it and wrapped up in the backfield. It's going to be 4th down. Yeah, KFC's not happy with that play. Send out Ryan Wright for the punt team. Fair catch. All right, let's check Twitter again. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with Dustin, Dust underscore Vikings. Really like KO's game plan so far. And yeah, I mean, and to his point, offensive line, while depleted, is actually playing decently well. Purple Rain Vikings being a little critical here of Kevin O'Connell on short yardage downs. Can't really argue it. Shout out to Jason Harmon on X. Said McCarthy getting this play calling with a healthy O-line could save me. Me too, brother. Yeah, I agree with Purple Rain Vikings here. I really like Xavier Scott. Shout out to Skull Rant. He said, I'm sorry, but no way does KOC respect Jim Schwartz. Hashtag Skull, hashtag Vikings. Yeah, and shout out to Purple FTW Podcast for this point. Jalen Naylor's been quietly consistent this season. He's the reason why Thielen isn't getting more work. Yeah, there was some contention about whether Thielen would push Jalen Naylor down the depth chart when we brought him back in, and so far it looks like it's the opposite. Just take a second to remind everyone that I am live both on my channel at Kinetik615 and over on the Gamer Sideline, where I have a weekly show with my guy Kinetik615. Make sure to check that channel out as well. Dylan Gabriel and shotgun takes a snap, fires left quick, connects, only a short gain to Fannin. Second down. Yeah, I'm really bad at this YouTube stuff, reminding people to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Trying to get better at it. I'm not a professional though. Brian Flores, one of the best defensive coordinators in my opinion. Gabriel in pistol. Fakes the handoff, tries to keep it himself, going nowhere. Dallas Turner wrapping up Gabriel was not fooled by that option play, that read option. Brian Flores, defensive coordinator, has a 9-1 record against rookie quarterbacks. Nice little stat. 3rd and 10 Browns. Gabriel in shotgun. Under pressure, escapes the pocket. Gabriel running, tackled just before the first down. Nice run by Gabriel there. Hitman Harrison Smith on the first down saving tackle. I gotta admit, man, I kind of like Dylan Gabriel. The offense for the Browns, they don't have a lot to work with, and he's showing a lot more poise in the pocket than I would have really reasonably gave him credit for at this point against Brian Flores' defense. Like when you take everything into account that he's going against his first NFL start, I know it's technically a home game, but really it's a road game over in England against the defensive coordinator that's probably the best in the league at disguising coverages. And with a very ineffectual offense, you take all of that into account, man. I'm kind of impressed with Dylan Gabriel. Not necessarily with his production, but just like his poise in the pocket, not making a lot of mistakes, you know? All right, let's see. Purple FTW podcast, giving a shout out to Dallas Turner on the diagnosing the read option there. One second, guys. I gotta handle something real quick. Guys. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. I got a fire I gotta put out for my daughter. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right, what we got? Something happened with Myles Garrett. Looks like a false start or offside. Excuse me. That looked like a little bit of a late hit. Carson with a spin move. What? Carson Wentz with a spin move. What? They're going to send the punt team out on 4th and 1. Made 2 people miss on the return. Taken down. Not too much on the return itself, but nice nice movement there. I don't know who that was. Nice nice movement though on the return. All right, we're back. We got 1st and 10, Cleveland Browns. Gabriel under center. Jumbo offensive line, 2 receivers, 1 out wide to the left, other one in motion. Reverse. Malachi Corley on the reverse there. Bro, I don't know if it's just that camera shot, but Dylan Gabriel looks small. He looks tiny compared to the other players. Handoff to Judkins running right. Still a 7-7 game. Second quarter, 5 minutes left. Cleveland Browns with the ball, 2nd and 7. Tight formation for the Browns. Bond in motion. Fakes the handoff, play action, looking to pass under pressure. Sacked. Vikings with the sack. Who was that? Levi Drake Rodriguez. Tyreen Ingram Dawkins, a rookie out of Georgia. Okay, so no, that was Ingram Dawkins on the sack. Nice job. Nice blitz. Nice blitz call there by Flores. And another blitz. Gabriel gets it off. And is it caught? It looked like it was caught. Jerry Jeudy with the catch. Are they going to review that? It looked like it might have hit the ground, according to Isaiah Rodgers, but of course, bias. Oh, I don't know. That looks like a catch. Excuse me. I don't know if I like that challenge. That looks like a catch to me, but at full speed, maybe they're seeing something different. Oh, no, that did hit the ground. Okay. That's on me. That was a good challenge. I was wrong. I would be surprised if that's not overturned. Would be surprised if that's not overturned. Again, guys, appreciate everyone hopping in and watching this with us. If you would give it a moment to go over to the Gamer Sideline on YouTube and follow us over there as well. You can follow me everywhere on all social media platforms at Kinetik615. You can also find me on Saturday mornings on the Final Whistle Network with the AM Scramble with my guys Lucian and Mike talking college football games for that day. And if you guys have a moment at some point, take a look at the GoFundMe link in my YouTube and X bio. It'll probably be it's in the description of most of our videos. I didn't I didn't have time to put together a description, or more accurately, I didn't get a hold of Lichamax to put one together like he normally does. But take a look at the GoFundMe if you would. Any amount helps, or even just, I appreciate anyone that takes time to look at it or even share it out on social media. Going through a little bit of a tough time and could use any help right now getting to the finish line of this situation. But I don't expect anyone to give or donate anything that they can't afford to or not willing to. I just appreciate anyone that takes a look. Let's see what Vikings Twitter is saying right now. People are going crazy over with the Vikings or with the Carson Wentz spin move. Purple FTW pointing out on Twitter that it looks like Carson Wentz is having difficulty lifting his arms above his head. That tweet came out 8 minutes ago. I can't say I've noticed it, but someone else said something about that's why he's throwing sidearm. Something to watch with the game. All right, they overturned it. Incomplete pass. And the Browns are going to punt now on 4th and 13. And it hits the ground. It's going to be down at like the 7 or 8 yard line. Or 11 yard line, excuse me. I saw that weirdly. Still a 7-7 game. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Vikings and Browns in England. Vikings offense back out on the field. Starting at the 11 yard line. We got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Jordan Mason, the tailback. Wentz under center. Moving Hawkinson over to the left side. Addison in motion. Hands it to Jordan Mason up the middle. Couple yards on the game. Hey, I'll say this: the Vikings are doing a hell of a job blocking with the depleted offensive line and the incredible defensive line of the Browns. I was more than a little worried coming into this game, and it hasn't been a perfect game by any means, but they're doing better than I thought they would. So I'm happy with that. Winston shotgun takes a snap, fires right, it's short. It's about threw it behind Justin Jefferson, incomplete. 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 9 Vikings. Myles Garrett leading the league so far in sacks and with 4 and 8 tackles for loss on the season. Winston shotgun takes a snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Wentz running. Oh, gets hit a few yards shy, and I doubt they're going to go for it. Carson Schwessinger on the tackle. And here I was just giving the offensive line some props, and the pocket breaks down like that. Vikings out for the punt. Fielded at the 18 yard line. Nice little return. Got about 10 to 15 yards. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Browns take over. Tied game at 7. I like Dylan Gabriel, but geez, he looks small on that field next to all the other players. Like, he's taller than Dylan Sampson, but that's it. Everyone else, he's like a foot shorter than. Gabriel in shotgun. Hands it off. Tackled in the backfield. Big time loss. Dylan Sampson on the handoff. That was Levi Drake Rodriguez, LDR, on the tackle. Got right through that line. Completely unblocked. Nice little quick pass to the right to Jerry Jeudy. Two-minute warning now. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell for challenging that play based on the words of Isaiah Rodgers. Dane Mizutani on X. Isaiah Rodgers was adamant that the ball hit the ground. He implored Kevin O'Connell to throw the challenge flag. He was 100% right. Vikings force another punt. Here's a hot take from Purple Daily's Phil Mackey. It feels like the Vikings' second-string defensive linemen, Jalen Redmond, Levi Drake Rodriguez, and Tyreen Ingram Dawkins, are having a much greater impact through Week 5 than the veteran free agents Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen that the Vikings brought in. Hot take by Phil Mackey. That sack for Tyreen Ingram Dawkins was his first career sack. And it looks like the rest of Vikings Twitter is just talking about Ingram Dawkins' sack, the challenge, and the reviewing process for the NFL. Oh, Carson Wentz in the medical tent. That's not good. Gabriel fires left. Good pass. Caught. Just short of the first down. It's going to be fourth down. I think they're going to go for it. Browns looking like they're going to go for it on fourth down. Jeudy and Bond in the game. Lined up, bunched together on the right-hand side. It's almost like a stack formation. Gabriel in shotgun. Hands it to the running back up the middle. First down. First and 10 Browns. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the half. Gabriel in shotgun, one back, four receivers. Looking to throw, fires over the middle, almost intercepted. Josh Metellus nearly had an interception on that play. Horrible throw by Dylan Gabriel, or decision, not necessarily. It was a decent throw, but just a bad decision to go there. Was trying to hit David Njoku with the pass. Shotgun, four receiver set again. Dumps it off to the running back in the screen. It's going to be a first down, Browns. Carson Wentz going into the locker room. Man, if bro, I don't know. I don't know, man. If Wentz is injured, the Vikings cut Desmond Ridder yesterday, and so they only currently have two active quarterbacks with JJ on the injured list. Another screen pass by Gabriel. That means that if Wentz is injured, we might see former Golden Gopher Max Brosmer get into the game. I don't know. I like Max Brosmer. I like him a lot, but he's an undrafted free agent rookie quarterback. I don't know if week 5 of his rookie season is when he should be getting put into a game. Dylan Gabriel in shotgun. Fires right, connects. Jerry Jeudy with the first down connection there. First down. 29 seconds left on the clock in the half. Browns timeout. It was Byron Murphy Jr. on the tackle. Looking like the Browns might get some points before half. Gabriel fires right and caught. First down. Njoku inside the 10. First down, Browns. 23 seconds left on the clock. Browns take a timeout. That graphic was a little bit misleading. Most of those quarterbacks played their best football at other schools, not Oklahoma. Run up the middle, stuffed, 2nd and goal. Tackle by Ivan Pace. Back to throw. Oh, it's his arm got hit as he was throwing, and is that an interception? No, he was out of bounds. Damn. Able to knock his arm off trajectory for that throw. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Empty backfield. Gabriel in shotgun. And the play is stopped. Blown dead. Minnesota takes a timeout. Empty backfield. Gabriel, shotgun. Oh, that looked like a false start. Yep, false start. 5-yard penalty now. What was that? Gabriel just threw it out of the back of the end zone. Didn't really look like he was. Not sure what that was. Nice defense in the red zone by Brian Flores there. All right, guys. I've never done this during a live stream before, but I'm going to have to. I need to go take care of a few things. I need to take the dog out during halftime and stuff. So I am going to put this little be right back thing up. I will be back at some point during or after halftime. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. Sunday morning, with the game on this early, I was putting off some things. Had to go check on my mother and take care of the dog and whatnot during halftime. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me through the halftime break. But we're back now. Man, are we going to see Brosmer? Is it Brosmer time in Minneapolis, or I guess in England? I think Brosmer's going to be the long-term backup to JJ McCarthy, but I don't know about him playing 5 games into his rookie season as an undrafted free agent. Wentz is back on the sideline, helmet on, so maybe he'll be all right. We'll see. Hey, can you guys hear me all right? Drop it in the chat to confirm for me that you guys can hear me all right. Because I'm not seeing the little dots next to my microphone that usually shows that it's picking me up. If you guys can hear me, someone put it in the chat for me, please. All right, never mind. That's not Brosmer time. We got Wentz back in the game. Got to put a Band-Aid on this thing I got on my hand, a cut. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Wentz drops back, fires left, and incomplete, but there's a flag. Defensive pants interference. Nice. First down for the Vikings. Hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to munch on these little almonds while we're talking. Haven't had breakfast yet this morning. There we go. Justin Jefferson caught that. There we go. Tight formation now. Wentz under center. Mason in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires over the middle. Caught. Jordan Addison down at the 20-yard line. This is the offense that they need to run for JJ McCarthy. He wasn't getting those curl routes. He wasn't getting those slants. He wasn't getting the out routes. This is only Addison's 6th quarter of play this season. Carson, empty backfield, shotgun, fires right, and overthrows Justin Jefferson. That was good defense by Ward right there. Good defense by Ward on Jefferson. Hate to say it, hate to see it, but I got to acknowledge it when it happens. Jordan Mason running left. First down. Knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Carson under center. Mason in the backfield. Tight formation. 2 tight ends. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Addison in motion. Fakes a handoff, play action. Dumps it off to Oliver. Oliver catches it and tackled at the 3. Now Carson in shotgun. Got 2 tight ends, 1 back, 2 receivers. Hands it up to Mason, up the center, touchdown. Touchdown Vikings, Jordan Mason. There we go. Big skull shout out Jordan Mason on the touchdown run. Nice blocking on that. I like the Kevin Hart commercials. Where's Shaq? Let's see what Vikings Twitter has to say following that touchdown run. Touchdown Vikings. Yeah, I agree with Tyler Fornes here. Shout out to Tyler Fornes, the Real Forno Show. Go check him out. He says, given how decimated the unit is, the Vikings offensive line has been good today, especially in obvious passing situations. I would throw in also how good the Cleveland Browns pass defense is. Leighton James says KOC scripted drives are such money. Facts. Kevin Seifert from ESPN says a strong answer to open the second half. The Vikings rediscover Justin Jefferson, then cap it off with Jordan Mason's touchdown run. Our guy TPP with a clip of the touchdown run. Y'all follow Purple Persuasion on X. All right, Minnesota's up 14-10. Start of the third quarter. 11 minutes left in the quarter. About to kick it off. I'm sorry, we still got to do the point after. No, we don't. That's the kickoff. I saw a record and got confused for a second. Return to the 30 from Cleveland. Yeah, like I said, I'll be honest. I'm like I said earlier, I am actually pretty impressed with Dylan Gabriel. Pretty impressed with Dylan Gabriel. Under center now, Gabriel. Tight formation. Tight end in motion. Flag on the play. Judkins running left. First down. Probably getting called back, though. The commentators just talked about there's a skull chant in the stadium. So, again, even though this is a home game for the Browns, it feels like a bit of a home game for the Vikings. Handoff. Judkins running right. Big time run. Tackled just before a first down. Josh Metellus on the tackle. Like a 13-yard run. Second and 1 now. Gabriel under center. Hands it to Judkins. Run up the middle. First down. Tackled shortly after. Judkins running left. Gets through the line. Nice 7-yard gain or so. Decent run by Jerome Ford there. Another run by Ford up the middle. Nice little dump off pass to Judkins and first down. Judkins is a beast, dude. Let's see what he's gotten me for fantasy so far. Currently 10.3 points from Judkins for my fantasy team. Hurdle by Njoku. It's going to be second down. Okay, what is Ivan Pace doing there? You can clearly see him getting ready to hurdle, and Ivan Pace lowers his shoulder. If you see him going to hurdle, go high for the hit. Look like he just got clotheslined. Hands it to Judkins. Gobbled up behind the line. It's going to be fourth down. The Browns keeping the offense on the field for fourth down, bringing in a defensive tackle to fullback, is what they just said. I don't see him, though. Looks like a tight end at fullback. And Judkins gets the first down. Come on, man. You got to wrap him up. Why go for a shoulder tackle there, Murphy? Wrap him up. Judkins again left. Not much on the play, maybe a yard. Fakes the handoff. Fires over the middle out of the end zone. Dylan in shotgun, 2 tight ends, running back, 2 wide receivers. Tight end in motion. Fires over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Browns take a lead now. It'll be after the extra point. It'll be 17-14. Sorry, guys. Just putting out fires on my Discord server. Hey guys, I apologize for those that are watching this. I actually am going to have to call this stream short. I am running into a little bit of a local emergency. I need to take care of something that can't wait for my mother. She's fighting cancer, and there's something that she needs me to go get. I don't want to get into her personal information, but apparently it can't wait. So, but we're leaving off. Cleveland up 17-14. It looks like a good game. Keep watching it. Check out some of the Vikings content creators, such as Purple Daily, for the post-game shows. And I will see y'all next time here in 2 weeks, because next week is the Vikings. Next week is the Vikings bye week, so I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the next one. You guys have a good time. Thanks for stopping in. As always, from over here, it's Skull Blue, Vikings, Wolverines, always Kinetik615. Follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys next time.
From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Life Max driving deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetik calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Leash Max, never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's our gamers take control. From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Life Max dropping deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetik calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Leash Max, never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's how gamers take control. Catch us on the sideline, where legends chill, where the playbooks flip and the passion's real. If you heard the takes, then you know the drill. Till next time, fam, keep it clutch, keep it skill. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Lichmax, never miss a beat. When the headset's off and the lights go low, we'll be back next game, y'all already know. We out.